Good day, everybody. It's 88 Fantastic coming to you from Northern Canada, January 24th, 2019, on this absolutely balmy minus 40 Celsius day with the wind. Let's have a look at the market and we'll see what's going on over the last couple of days. We've slid back a little bit. I think we were at 122 when we did a video the other couple of days ago. Last week we were talking about looking at the charts, and the charts were talking about how Bitcoin by the 29th might slide all the way back down to around 3,200. So we're going to bust out the chart. Let's have a look at how is Bitcoin looking for the week. Same as always, up and down. So what they're expecting to happen here, excuse me, they're expecting us to come back down here around to December 15th. They're looking at around 3250 by January 29th. I don't know if it's going to get quite that low, but it looks like we're going to go back from the market cap of 119 here, and we might slide back to that gross mark of 100 to 105 this coming week here. So a lot of that has to do with a lot of the delays that are coming down in the U.S. with a lot of the government being shut down there. So let's get started with the news today. We got some good stuff. We got some kind of gross stuff. So Bakkt, today is the 24th. Today was the original launching was supposed to be the launch of Bakkt, and with all the delays and setbacks that they've had, I don't know if anyone's actually announced the date, but the original time frame I heard was the middle of February. So we're getting this from Toshi Times here. Thanks for the article, fellas. Shout out to Ivan and the boys at Ivan on Tech. But if Bakkt gets in, I mean, this is absolutely enormous. This is one of those first starting steps. This is something 4 or 5 years from now, when Bakkt does get going, they're doing everything the right way, step by step, dotting all their I's and crossing all of their T's. And when this gets going, that's when we'll start to see a little bit of that real money start to come into the market. So let's go Bakkt. Hopefully they get things together and the U.S. government gets back on board. Next, we got up XRP. From the Ripple company. Market cap may be overstated by billions as the Messieri report estimates. Again, I talked about Ripple as being one of those companies. Ripple itself is an awesome company. The XRP crypto side of it, in my opinion only, is completely useless. And again, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my own personal opinion. Do your own research and do your own diligence, and make sure before you do anything, always double check before you hit that enter button. So as you can see here through the article, there's just, by this report, they cannot figure out really how much circulating supply XRP really has into the market, because as I reported last week, if anybody actually looked into the Ripple wallets, 10% of the wallets in Ripple own 97% of it. 10% owns 97%. So if you're one of those people that's invested in Ripple, I wish you all the best of luck. But that is something I can't trust something that's owned by 97%. 97% of it is actually owned by 10%. So, like the article states, the magnitude of the possibility of being illiquid is ridiculous. Next on the list, we got the good old IMF. Boy, these guys really like to screw the planet up in many different ways. The International Monetary Fund says growth of blockchain in Malta poses significant risks. And when you go through the article, what they're doing is what everybody else and what every other banker said last year, and what all these people who have no idea what's going on, they say crime and drugs and all of the above. You know what? Cash has been doing that. Gold's been doing that. Precious metals have been doing that since the dawn of time. So because criminals are getting smart and getting some tax-free money out of Malta, let's not pick on Malta, because they're trying to take a step in creating jobs and bringing blockchain technology to everybody there. And Venezuela back in the news. And before we go through the article on Venezuela, we talked about Africa and some of the problems they were having last week. Now with the recent shutdown of the internet to track certain things down, I mean, that's the only way Bitcoin or a lot of these products in the crypto world can actually be shut down. You got to shut off the internet in large areas, and that is just so gross in so many ways. So what they're doing is they're coming up with this new way to mesh, and this terpial mesh node device is becoming more popular by the day in countries of like Venezuela or in Africa, where places are being restricted for their freedom on the internet. So this is a fantastic article over at bitcoinist.com. I highly recommend you come and follow the rest of it. But in short, it'll let you still transmit and get back and forth and still be able to send. So that is very important to all of us when governments are going to shut down your entire internet because they can't get things done the proper way. So other than that, not much more to share. It's pretty cold outside, so I'm going to go cook me a bowl of soup up here. This is 88 Fantastic from Northern Canada. Stay warm, y'all.